Hi, I'm Lynn Wise, broker associate with Bramlett Partners. So there are new Texas law changes that go into effect January 1st, 2026 that require buyers and agents to have a written agreement in place before they go see homes together. So if you and I are seeing homes together for the first time, I'll probably have you sign a showing only agreement before we go see the house. But then once we're established and ready to move forward and actually sign a representation agreement, this is the form that I'll send you. So I'm going to go over it now so you know what you are signing, what you're agreeing to. And this is going to be a high level overview. I'm going to skip over some parts, but if you have questions about something I don't go over, please let me know and I'm happy to answer any questions. So here we at the top we have your name, we have my name, and then section number 2 is the point of the agreement. So this says the client grants broker the exclusive right to act as client's real estate agent. And so please do not sign this form with more than one agent because you are granting me the exclusive right to act as your real estate agent. Down in special provisions, I do make it super simple for you to terminate this agreement if something changes, if you decide not to buy a home, if you decide that I'm not the right agent for you. I hope that doesn't happen. I'm going to do everything in my power to make you happy and to be a good fit for you. But if that happens, please just let me know. I don't want to work and continue doing work if we're no longer working together. So all right, so read through these definitions, and then we have the term down here. It needs to be long enough so that we can actually find you a property and that we're not having to re-sign this every single time we go see a house. We have broker's obligations here and client's obligations here, and then the important part here, broker compensation. So this is where everybody has the most questions. I'm not going to tell you what my compensation is here in this video because it's a public video, but if I've sent you this form, you'll see it entered here. I will just say that there is no set commission in Texas or anywhere nationally. All commissions, real estate commissions, are negotiable. They're set by each individual realtor. So they can be a percentage of the sales price, it can be a flat fee. We've got purchases and leases here. So if you have any questions about compensation, please let me know. Here in section B, it talks about the source of the compensation. So the gist of this is that I do everything in my power for the seller to pay for my commission, for your buyer's agent commission. And the commission and what and who pays for it is one term of an agreement, of a final, offer and agreement. So if for some reason the seller, says that they're not going to pay for all of it or none of it, then we need to look at our agreement as a whole and we need to come up with a plan. So maybe we're going to be offering less, maybe we'll be asking for some additional money to closing costs. Maybe it's a screaming deal and you're okay paying me directly, but we'll look at all of that holistically when we get to it. If you have any questions about sources of compensation, please reach out. I'm happy to talk to you more about it. Earned and payable, I don't charge anything unless for some reason you've defaulted under this agreement or if we close on the property. But mostly, as long as we close on the property, that's when I'm due payment. All right, we can go down. This says that if I take any kind of compensation from anywhere else, referral fees or anything like that, that I need to tell you about it. Okay, protection period. So here, this is if buyers and sellers get shady and try to go around their agents. There's a protection period that has never happened, but just in case that is there. We've got some things here you should read through. Intermediary, this is important. So when you enter into an agreement with me, you are also entering into an agreement with my broker, and that's the same seller with sellers as well. So when they have an agreement with their agent, it is also with that broker. So if we are offering on a property that is listed by another agent in my brokerage, technically both sides of the transaction will be represented by the same broker. And so if that happens, we have to disclose it. But in the meantime, this is just giving me authorization to show you homes that other people in my brokerage have listed. We have 140 plus agents. So I highly recommend that you allow me to show you all the homes that might be a good fit for you. All right, we can go down to competing clients. I've never had to offer on a house for two different clients at the same time. I wouldn't do that if I had two clients that were interested in the same house at the same time and both wanted to put in offers. We would get another agent involved. So we would cross that bridge when we came to it. You can look down here. We've got some legal things that you should read through, things about mediation, liability, that type of stuff. I do have some addenda attached to this document, so you can read through those there. They're mostly just consumer protection notices. And then you are going to sign down here at the bottom. So super high level overview. Um, Actually, you know what? I did forget one thing, special provisions. So I do put some things in special provisions. What I put down here is usually an easy way to terminate the agreement. Just I say if you give me a X days notice, written notice that you can terminate the agreement. I also put in some really buyer friendly things in here. Basically, if a builder or another seller were to offer me extra commission more than what we've agreed to in this agreement, then I would rebate that to you. Not every agent does that, and that's totally fine. Just it's just, you know, you need to know what your agent does and doesn't provide. And if you have any questions, please ask them so that you are super clear on who's getting paid what and who is doing the paying. So if you have any questions, let me know. Happy to go through it with you. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.